Empty set on a 3rd and 5. The redshirt freshman Jackson in trouble. Flushed out to his right. He's got plenty of speed. Picks up the first down. Gain of 6 with the slide to keep
to the line. Call another one.
Jackson play action. Bobbled ball. And it's intercepted. The JMU defense delivers again. Losses. The ball's bouncing away from them. So a short field for Alonza Barnett in this Duke's offense. You know, Barnett's coming off his best performance of the season. 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing. Barnett surveys. Nobody open, decides to just tuck and run it. Well defended by Texas State. No gain. Bobby Crosby. 3 plays of their previous drive. Barnett, quarterback keeper. He's tough to bring down at 220 pounds, gain of 2.
In this Texas State defense, Jay, they live on havoc.
Might be forced into a pass here. Barnett throws right on the money. James Madison first down. Nick DeGennaro, who had a huge breakout game. JMU offense hung 63 on him. Barnett off his back foot. Inside the 10, pushing that pile inside the 5. Braden Wisłowski inside the 5. Knight powers forward. They haven't had much success going up the gut. Texas State defending the middle.
Narrow up top, taller receiver.
Head away in motion. Barnett slings it to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, DeGennaro. And James Madison opens the scoring. What a response by the James Madison offense, who felt like they missed an opportunity on their opening drive, going 3 and out from the 43-yard line. This time, 2nd and 7. Jackson throws, passes caught for a Bobcats first down. Needed 7, got 7 to the tight end, Titus Lyons. Elijah Culp has had his number most of the night. There he is, first catch of the night, but it's defended well. Only a gain of 3, and that brings up 4th down. What do you do here? JMU sends forward. Jackson throws a quick hitter, but well short of the sticks. Mavin Anderson bottled up by Trent Hendrick, and that is a turn. Late in the year, he is rehabbed brilliantly, back at his best. Right on cue, finds Wayne Knight, and he's got plenty of speed. Check out the wheels. Wayne Knight all the way to the 10. The season. And he set up the Dukes for a 1st and goal. Here's Jordan Fuller, untouched, into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Quick. This has been the Achilles heel for Texas State defensively all season. They play well, but not consistently, and just playing with so much confidence too. That goes for a 1st down. Trent Hendrick bottles up Greg Burrell. Back-to-back carries for Burrell, the sophomore from Lock.
Averaging 231 rush yards per game. They're leaning on it here.
Jackson looking to the air. No, he'll tuck and run. And he slides right at the 1st down marker. It's another Texas State first. 3rd and 4. Jackson, quarterback keeper the whole way, falling forward. This will be real close.
Real close. I don't think he got it. See if the spot is. Spot.
Little trickery here. Back to Barnett. Steps up, throws. It's intercepted. Texas State takes over.
I'm finding Bo Sparks. There is a slot at the top.
Jackson looking that way, in trouble. Nobody open. Trying to pick it up with his feet. He slid right at the line to gain.
They're back up on the line, going to run another one here.
Jackson thought he was going to keep it. Instead, a mid-air jump pass to Mavin Anderson. Touchdown, Texas State.
Texas State back in this game.
The home team Bobcats looked left for dead. JMU up 2 touchdowns The Dukes get the ball back. They go for a trick play on first down. All over you.
It's the worst. I think JMU at some point might have to spy him to take away that run.
And here's another mobile quarterback, Alonza Barnett. We told you we've got two dual threat quarterbacks tonight, and both.
Watch right there. Khalil Alexander must block him.
Here's pinned back on a 3rd and 11. Barnett gets it out to Wayne Knight, and he might have just picked up the first down. Needed
Close.
11. When Fuller, this time a big hole opens up for the Holy Cross transfer, and he drags defenders for another James Madison first down. And for the line. Barnett, one-on-one coverage, darts it right in there. Another JMU first down. Landon Ellis, how good has he been this season? Barnett in this empty set with 5 wide receivers. Again, busted coverage in the passing game. Sets up 1st and goal. Barnett went right back to Ellis.
It's too easy.
9 rushing touchdowns on the season for the quarterback. This time he hands it off. Fuller trying to push that pile, churning those legs into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Great response from James Madison after Texas State gets on the board to cut it to 7 there.
And tackle the quarterback for a loss.
Jackson flushed right, throws on the run, busted coverage, big play, Texas State down the sideline, pushed out of bounds, and into tonight. He's already near that with a touchdown to boot. Going for it all, and that's a drop. Jackson had Chris Dawn in the end zone, and they couldn't quite.
There's sparks in motion.
Jackson trusts his feet, trying to push that pile. This will be right at the line to gain. Sandwiched in the backfield, both Sparks and Burrell. Hands it off, and he was stuffed. Only needed a yard. Will forward progress be his friend? Yes, Burrell. Jackson steps up, looking to run. Down he goes. Couldn't escape that time. Aiden Gobira, the transfer. Robles from 35. Got it. So the Bobcats clawing their way back into this game. Barnett flips it to the speedster, Wayne Knight. And he turns a 2-yard gain into a 10-yard gain in a blink.
The torque at 0 to 60, man, he gets up to top speed quick.
Talk about top speed. Here goes Alonza Barnett, the quarterback inside the 20. He was in a foot race with James. Right back into the red zone. Barnett throws. It's caught. Touchdown, James Madison. What a grab. Josh Pfeiffer.
Ball.
Well, here I am saying JMU's capable of a long, methodic drive. Well, they go 3 plays, 75 yards in just a minute. Full roster, it feels like, year in and year out, but they continue to find ways. And there's Maven Anderson, who on the season before tonight only had 4 receptions.
Pressure and force him to throw the ball away.
Play action. Jackson slings it, threads the needle. Inch perfect to Bo Sparks for a Texas State in this first half. 2nd and 12. Jackson checks it down. That'll set up a 3rd and manageable. Lincoln Perry out of the backfield. Gain of 7. Jackson throws, tip ball. It's intercepted. There's a flag down, and there was a whistle. Everyone kind of looked confused.
But chance right here.
3rd and 1. Jackson calls his own number, leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Critical touchdown.
Best drive of the night for Texas State. They go 75 yards in 3 minutes. Took 10 plays to do it. They're right at 11. No timeouts for Texas State. Jackson steps up, surveys. Nobody open. Takes it for a first down. Shedding tacklers. What a gutsy run by the... Just 19 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Jackson throwing on the run. Finds Sparks, who gets out of bounds. 13 seconds. So if you can get another 10 yards, he'd be comfortable to kick one. Jackson, right on the money again. They've got to spike this ball. 7 seconds from... Robles makes JMU pay. Cashes in after Bob Chesney gifted him an extra try. And we are breaking fashion in conference play here at home, battling, fighting, trying to pick up where they left off. JMU's got other ideas. Busted coverage. Nick DeJaneiro. Touchdown. 76-yard strike.
The second play of the half.
It was a low snap, but handled well by Blake Kendall. And James Madison goes up by 15. That is their... Jackson, they've trusted him all night. Puts it on the money again. Floated it up there for Bo Sparks, who comes down, gripping it. Second and 18. Jackson in trouble again. Tipped ball. It's intercepted. Justin Eaglin still loose. Eaglin takes it all the way. Yards now puts the Dukes right back in striking distance. Pitch to Knight. Takes it into the red zone on a gain of 8. Effective. He's on the right side of the line. They go right up the middle with Fuller. Only needed a yard. He dove for it.
Saying they got the ball out.
Texas State saying they've got the football. Of your screen in motion. Barnett looking that way. Now rolls right. Wide open.
Wow.
Easy touchdown. Logan Kyle. And it is all JMU in this second half. Well, Texas State, they had the momentum going into halftime. 3rd and 4. Brad Jackson trying to keep Texas State in it, and he throws an interception. That's the 3rd interception of the night.
Texas State.
Barnett in the Dukes offense trying to capitalize on another short field. Barnett is loose. Alonza Barnett continues to do. Right back tonight, this time barreling forward, has the first down. So a 1st and goal upcoming for JMU. You probably keep this on the ground, but you have Landon Ellis in one-on-one coverage, bottom of your screen. Barnett barrels in for another JMU touchdown. The Dukes have scored 2 touchdowns. Jackson interceptions. This has been a remarkable 3rd quarter on both sides of the ball for the clearest time of the year. There's a lot of football left.
Yep.
I'll say this. If James Madison wins the remaining games on their schedule, they are going to have a far greater than 6% chance.
Hoping for a 2-loss American Conference champion. You know, and if you can win out and win the Sun Belt, have just 1 loss to Louisville at the end of the season.
There's a lot of football left. You have to keep winning. JMU playing winning football. Another 3rd down conversion. This time it's Fuller. Rumbling and bounced out of bounds. They've been loving this formation on this drive with 3 in the backfield plus Barnett. The football, you've explained it to me, Rocky, sometimes it's an easy game. You get plus. Well, JMU, a second half team to say the least, and here they are with the ball at the start of the fourth quarter on the road on a Tuesday night, where they have outscored Texas State 23 of 6 on the season. They haven't needed many field goal attempts this year. They're good at finishing drives for touchdowns, and Suarez connects. I would think this was a home game, but they're doing it on the road. And I'll say if the fans left in the stadium, there's still tons of purple. I want to know how...
He's on 2 Ring of Honors, right? 49ers
yes.
And Cowboys.
He's in the Niners and Cowboys Hall of Fame. Texas State converts on a 3rd and 7.
I mean, that almost says more than the 5 Super Bowls.
The Butte is underachieving, but...
Yeah, and let me... Here.
Jackson in trouble again. Suffocated.
To that point, the folks that are like, oh, we got to get rid of That's you.
They decide to clean house, and in a very competitive year to look for a college football coach, too. We've seen so much this season. And the toughest part for Texas State is
MU 24 unanswered.
And a lot of that is about the Duke's offense, which has done everything they've needed to do in this second half. But this defense, led by defensive coordinator Colin Hitchens. Quarterback keeper. It's the 3rd string quarterback. J.C. Evans into the game, picks up the first down. Lowering the boom, up 32 on the road. That is the type of night against Texas State. And if you allow me to dream for one moment as we get ready to put a bow on this one, how great would who told us, I don't want to talk college football playoff. There's too much football left, a lot of football left. But guess what,
Sorry,
Coach? If you keep winning,
sorry,
we're going to keep saying it. And they left 24 unanswered to win this one 52-20.
And it wasn't like they dominated from the start. Remember, this was a 28-20 game at halftime. It was a dogfight, and JMU just came out after the half and just pulled.